Today, I'm bringing you something that hits that sweet spot between humor, horror, and heart. It's called The Critshow, and it's an actual play podcast from Critshow Studios that's got vibes somewhere between Buffy, Supernatural, and Ash vs. Evil Dead. Now, each episode follows a group of friends playing themselves as their world gets flipped upside down, thrusting them headfirst into a wild dimension-hopping adventure filled with monsters, mysteries, and dark humor. And the coolest part? Whether you're a seasoned gamer or you've never touched a role-playing game in your life, The Critshow keeps it fast-paced, accessible, and addictively entertaining. I personally checked out, and I'm even going to play for you, their Halloween episode, Crit or Treat. And let me tell you, y'all, it's a wild ride. The team rushes to help a friend when a familiar curse returns, plunging them into a terrifying showdown with a true horror icon. The stakes? Simple. Run, scream, survive, or bleed. It's genuinely creepy, surprisingly funny, and brilliantly immersive. So if you enjoy this one as much as I did, just search for The Critshow wherever you get your podcasts or hit the link in the show notes right now. All right, so get ready. It's time to dive into the chaos with The Critshow.
Here you all stand outside of what should be Lindsay, the lab technician's house. She's standing on the sidewalk next to you, rubbing her arms in disbelief, trying to stay warm. And I got home and this is all that was here. And where her house should be is just a dense thicket of trees.
Holy shit. I'm
afraid to go inside. I don't know what it'll be. I mean, last Halloween was fine, was safe, and so we thought we could celebrate again this year, and I was on the Eye of Ra for the last week. I was helping them install some systems, and Neil, he told me that he was going to set up. So I don't even know. He said it was going to be a surprise. I don't even know what's in there.
It's okay. We'll go in. We'll figure out what's going on. We'll make sure everybody's safe, and we will get them out. Okay?
Okay.
Do we think it's the genie situation again? Do we think we're going to transform when we go in?
What?
Sorry, Megan. Last time this happened, a genie made everything what it appeared to be decorations-wise. So we were all transformed into the characters that we were dressed as for Halloween.
Transformed how?
Like, became an actual version of what we were dressed as. So I was dressed as Pinhead from Hellraiser, and I became Pinhead from Hellraiser.
Okay, wait, so did you still think you were yourself? Like, as Jake, or did you think you were actually Pinhead?
Sometimes I was overtaken, but no, for the most part, I knew who I was.
Man, that sounds really intense.
It was.
So if that's going to happen again, you think we should plan ahead and dress up in a costume that would be helpful if we transformed into it?
Maybe. Maybe we could weaponize that. Maybe we could use that to our advantage.
At the very least, we look really cool and walk in and can do whatever we do anyway.
That's true.
Can I try to open my sight as I look at this place to see if, I don't know, if that would help me in any way to analyze what this is, to see if it looks or feels familiar the way it did before?
So I don't think there's a role here because you didn't have your special sight the last time you encountered this, but you do open up your sight and it is clearly very magical and it's fluctuating a bit and it is contained to this crop of trees, but it almost seems like it's starting to bleed out further. Like it goes out in the time that you're watching it, maybe another foot, and you see a smaller tree crop up. Like it seems like the area is getting bigger.
Did you guys see that? Did you see that? It's spreading.
It's noticeably spreading?
Yeah.
That's fast.
We either need to plan quick or go now.
Text me what you want to be. I'll be right back. I'm going to teleport to a Spirit Halloween store.
Yeah, I text him.
Same.
So Jake has vanished to a Spirit Halloween. You have both texted him. You've all gone your separate ways to get dressed. What does Lindsay see as you all come from around your various changing locations.
The Green Ranger.
Good, good.
I'm dressed as Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls.
Yes.
Awesome. I am Batman.
Oh, which one?
Animated series Batman.
Okay, so should I just wait here, or do you want me to come in too, or?
I think wait here, and if you see this growing more and more, do whatever you can to get people out of houses and stuff. Get them away from it.
Yeah, I'll call Margaret. I called you first because, I mean, you experienced this before. I'll call Margaret and get a containment team if it seems to be growing.
Perfect. And I give the other two a shrug and turn and start walking towards the tree line.
Same.
Is this what happened last time? You said it was like a haunted house?
Yeah, it wasn't like this. I mean, there wasn't a forest like this, but, you know, it was obvious that something was going on. So, you ready for your first real mission?
Yep, sure am. Yep.
All right, so the three of you step into this small cluster of trees, and it is dark, but you feel something wash over you as you pass through. And I think you all instinctively turn around to look back towards Lindsay, and it's just forest as far as you can see.
Okay. But do I feel like Batman?
You don't feel any different dressed in these costumes.
So I'm freezing, obviously.
This is embarrassing.
Just come on, just press on. Let's go.
I didn't bring my sword.
Yeah, I imagine that right now Tass is armed with the Green Ranger's dagger.
Yep.
And Megan, did you bring your salt shaker?
Yeah, I don't think I am letting that out of my sight.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're all taking stock of what you do and you don't have, and you start walking through the woods. And Tass and Jake, you notice that your comms are dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot someone following you about 30 feet back. And you all turn to look to see who is there, and it's hard to make out because it's so dark, but you see that there's a man standing there, very muscular, no shoes, no shirt, and he gets down on all fours and starts sprinting at you. And for a brief moment, he passes through the moonlight in the trees, and you can see the figure sprinting at you is Shia LaBeouf.
Oh my God!
So welcome, everybody, to Crit or Treat 2020. Before we go a single step further, the first thing I have to do is give a thank you. Two, actually. The first is to thank Rob Cantor. I reached out to him after I had written this mystery, not expecting to hear back from him, and he wrote back and gave us permission to use his story. So you will hear the actual song connected to this. In case you're wondering, what the hell was that intro? Why are they fighting Shia LaBeouf? Do me a favor, don't Google it. Join us for the ride. By the end of the episode, it'll be perfectly clear. So thank you again to Rob Cantor for granting us permission to use his music in this episode. And second, I want to thank one of our patrons, Joseph M. I had written this mystery, and then Joseph posted a very similar mystery on our Patreon GM Discord channel, and I read through it, and it had some mechanics in it that I really liked, and I messaged them to ask if it would be okay if I incorporated that into my mystery. I will say now, after hearing from Rob Cantor, I did rewrite actually the entire structure of the mystery, but even so, I did want to thank Joseph for allowing me to use some of his mechanics, even though I'm not using his mechanics or the ones I had originally written anymore. So thank you for that. And real quick, before we get into this, just in case you happen to be listening to our show for the first time because of this song, a little backstory. 2 years ago on Halloween, someone who works for the IPT called our team for help in decorating for a haunted house competition. They decorated the house. They made a big map of it. They set up different rooms. They made basically a plot that went through about some kind of cult that was sacrificing people. And the daughter, Jaina, had gotten a lamp for her costume, and it turned out the lamp was an actual genie's lamp. And she made the wish that she wished everything was real. And so everyone became the things they were dressed as, and the haunted house became this actual scenario that they had to get through. At the end of the story, once they had gotten to the end and freed everybody, Jaina told them very proudly that she had learned a lesson from one of her favorite movies, and that for her last wish, she had wished the genie free. So the genie has been in the wind for the last 2 years. And I think that should bring you up to speed for where we find them now. So the three of you are standing in this dark woods, and as this figure gets down and starts to sprint at you, you hear this music emanating all around you.
You're walking in the woods. There's no one around and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Son of a bitch! Run, 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 run! And I turn on a heel and start running the opposite direction.
Shit, yeah, I'm tearing off as fast as I can. This is terrifying.
I guess I follow.
And as you run, you hear again this music around you.
He's following you, about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. He's gaining on you.
Shia LaBeouf.
Everybody roll act under pressure.
Shit, oh my god.
12.
9.
7.
You all turn and scatter as Shia runs towards you. Megan and Jake, you've got a couple of options here. You can stay with Tass, who seems to be running through a clear path in the forest, but you're going to take a little damage, or you're going to get separated in the trees.
Is this a joint decision or an individual decision?
I think this could be an individual decision.
I'll take a hit.
I think I would have tried to go more to the side and get out of his direct path. So, yeah, I think I'm getting separated.
So, Jake, you take 1 point of damage as Shia slashes you with a knife. And as he gets this close to you, you can see there's blood on his face. There's blood everywhere. So, Tass, as you're running, what are you doing?
God, like I'm just a scramble of thoughts right now because, it's like it's clicking, I think, sort of in my head what's going on, but I don't understand it yet. I guess what I'm doing as I'm running, I'm glancing over my shoulder to see who's still with me, and I'm trying to analyze if I'm supposed to follow what happens in this song or if I'm supposed to, avoid the things that happen in the song.
So, Tass, as you're running, why don't you roll Investigate a Mystery?
Okay. 8.
All right, Tass, you get a hold 1, and the phenomenon questions are on the table.
Okay. In that case, I guess the closest thing to what I have in my mind is what could fix it, cure it, or slow it down.
So based off of what you have experienced here in the moment, as you got to the point where you turned and started to run, you heard the song all around you. And so you think that as you complete parts of the song, it will play out. So you need to finish the song.
Son of a bitch, I say out loud loudly.
Megan, you are sprinting through the woods alone. What are you doing?
I would like to try and reach out telepathically and see if I could hear Tass or Jake.
Yeah, you can hear both of their thoughts right now, and they're getting to the point where they're starting to cut out. You think they're getting a pretty good distance from you.
Can I use that as kind of a guide to try and get closer to them?
Yeah, why don't you roll Read a Bad Situation? I think you get a +1 for using your telepathy as kind of a rangefinder on your distance from them.
With the +1, that is a 3.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You come to a clearing in the woods, and there's a car parked there. And then all three of you feel this strange ripple of magic. And then you're all together again. You're walking in the woods.
There's no one around and
Oh
your
my
phone
God.
is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
He's following you about 30 feet back. He gets down on all fours and breaks into a sprint. What are you all doing?
Okay, run. And I turn and I run again.
No, I fought worse than Shia LaBeouf. I'm going to turn around and I'm going to punch him in the face.
All right, roll kick some ass.
7.
All right, so you turn around and you punch Shia LaBeouf in the face, and he stabs you with his knife. You take 1 point of damage. How much is your unarmed smite damage?
2 harm. Intimate hand messy.
And he staggers backwards.
After the reset, do I still have the original harm?
You do.
Oh no.
What's everyone else doing?
Jake, oh, Jesus. No, we got to follow the steps. We got to do the song. Come on.
Do the song?
Yes. We'll talk about it in a minute. Come on.
Yeah, I'm following Taff.
Roll manipulate someone. Because I'm pretty confident I can kick Shia LaBeouf's ass. No, I'll follow.
So as you're running, what are you all doing?
Guys, this is so stupid, but I think we gotta look for our fucking car.
I found it. I found the car.
What?
Yeah, like in a clearing.
Oh, okay. Then what happened?
I took a step towards it, and then I was back with you guys.
So that ain't supposed to happen.
Yeah. So we need to look for the car, but not
But
find
not
the
find
car.
the car. How do you know that we need to do the things in the song?
It was just, we didn't hear it. We didn't hear it play through the steps we'd been through until we'd done those steps.
I don't know the thing by heart, but from what I remember, it doesn't go really good for us.
And you do notice that as you're all having this argument, he is gaining on you.
I mean, ultimately, the protagonist survives, and that's, I guess, all we can ask for. I look for the car.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face.
What do we do now?
There's
Just keep
blood
running.
Go
everywhere.
faster, run!
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf, lurking in the shadows.
He's gaining on us. He's gaining on us.
Oh my god, go! Ah!
Oh my god, I think we are truly lost.
Shia LaBeouf, eating all the bodies. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Actual cannibal?
Yeah.
I always forget that that's part of it until I hear the eating all the bodies part. Oh, it just makes it so much worse.
Okay, trying to find the cabin.
I don't know what else to do but keep moving through the woods and hoping that I spot a cabin. I'm going to keep an eye out for lights or smoke or anything that would indicate a cabin.
All right, so as you start to move through the woods, you hear this music playing again, and you notice that as you look around that Shia LaBeouf isn't there. You seem to have lost him.
But you're hopelessly lost yourself, stranded with a murderer. You creep silently through the underbrush. Aha! In the distance, a small cottage with a light on. Hope. You move stealthily toward it.
Oh shit, Jake, stop.
I was already creeping very gently because it told me that I moved stealthily towards it, so I freeze.
Roll act under pressure.
4.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Jake, you take 2 points of damage.
But your leg! Ah!
It's caught in a bear trap.
Ah!
Oh shit, the bear trap!
Oh no. I thought it was later. Oh no.
I look at Tass. Does he have to do it?
He has to gnaw his leg off.
No.
What?
That's part of the song.
It's part of the song. You have to gnaw your leg off.
I can't gnaw my fucking leg off. I don't even bend that way.
The music just pulsates like it's waiting.
I'm gonna throw up.
I don't want to talk about this. I do that.
Can I try and help
How?
by making it? You know how.
Get a bite in there. Juicy. Watch out for the ligament.
Fuck. Can I just hold the trap steady or secure his leg so it doesn't fight
Oh,
again?
I see. Help out, not help out, but help out.
Yeah, make it just even a little bit easier than it could possibly be.
Don't help out, but facilitate.
There we go.
Okay. So, as Jake leans down to do this, you put your teeth onto your leg, and there's a weird magic pop. And then your leg is gone from the knee down, and there's just
Dare I say, an oozing stump?
yes.
Does it hurt more or less?
You actually feel a little bit of relief because the pressure of the bear trap isn't there anymore.
You think it resets if you try to stop the blood?
I don't know.
I guess don't bother.
The song starts to play again.
Gnawing off your leg.
Cash, you're familiar enough with the song to know that it stops abruptly and it tries to start again.
Gnawing off your leg.
And then it stops abruptly as it gets to the end of that line. And then there's that weird ripple of magic, and you're all walking through the woods.
There's no one around, and your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Is Jake still missing a leg?
He's not.
Is any of the harm gone, or am I still sitting pretty at 4 harm?
You're still hurting.
What did we do wrong?
Shit, do you think it's just because we were not being quiet? That's part of it.
Being quiet.
Yeah, that's part of the thing. The caught in the bear trap, sneaking through the woods.
Quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to need somebody else to step in that bear trap. because I don't think I'm going to make it through another time.
I got the next one.
Okay.
It's okay. I lost a leg once already, and it was a whole thing, so
What?
another time.
Okay. Let's go.
I turn and run.
I follow,
All right, what are you all doing as you run?
looking for the car.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face.
There's blood everywhere. Oh, God, there's blood everywhere.
Running for your life from Shia LaBeouf. He's brandishing a knife. It's Shia LaBeouf.
He is somewhere out there in the shadows.
Hollywood superstar Shia LaBeouf. Living
Run,
in
run,
the
run, 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 run.
LaBeouf.
Fuck.
Killing for sport Shia LaBeouf. Eating all the bodies. Actual cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
You hear the music stop and you realize that you have lost him. He is nowhere around.
Okay, we did it. We're up to next. We got to go until we spot the cabin. I step in the bear trap. We're quiet. I gnaw off my leg. Then we go up to the cabin.
Okay.
Right.
And I'll start wandering again.
In the distance, you see a cottage with a light on.
And I take a step forward.
But your leg! Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
God!
And Tass, you take 2 points of damage.
Is that armor defeating?
It's not.
Then I don't take any.
Oh, because your armor is not.
Yeah, it's just the magic chosen armor.
Yeah, so you take no damage then.
I'm gnawing off my leg.
Gnawing off your leg.
Quiet.
So Tass, you take the bite out of your leg, and there's this weird magic pop, and there is an oozing stump where your leg used to be.
Okay, so I start limping towards the cottage, and I'm gesturing for them to follow, but finger over my mouth.
Limping to the cottage.
Quiet.
Now you're on the doorstep.
Sitting inside is Shia LaBeouf.
So I'm looking back to both of them and gesturing to be quiet.
Yeah.
I think I gesture with my hands out to strangle him, and then I make a motion like the psycho kind of knife gesture, and I'm like pointing at the knife.
Oh, yep.
And then I point to my kidney and point at the knife.
I think I'm like pointing at myself questioningly, like, I do this?
Oh, I'm shaking my head. I have to rethink. So I go back, and I think it's like I start from strangle, and then I kind of grab his wrists and kind of, do a little wrestling sort of thing. And then like I have pulled the knife away from him. Now I'm pointing in the doorway at Shia and then making the stab at the kidney motion.
I can't remember. Does Shia get stabbed in the kidney or do we get stabbed in the kidney?
I'm nodding at the first one and I'm pointing at Shia. I'm pointing at Shia LaBeouf in the cabin, sharpening an axe.
Okay, but we come up behind him and strangle him, right?
Thumbs up.
And then we stab him in the kidney.
Nod.
Okay, I can strangle him if someone else wants to stab him. Or is it one person has to do it? I don't know how this works. This is very different from what you guys said would happen.
You all see for a moment as Shia, through the window, is sharpening his axe. He tenses up and looks over his shoulder and then goes back to sharpening his axe.
I point at Megan and do the strangle gesture and point at Tass and do the stab gesture and then shrug.
I'll give a thumbs up.
Okay. I wait for Megan to creep in.
I don't think I can do this with my hands. I take off my Powerpuff Girl tights and I wrap them around my hands and go in and sneak up behind him.
All right, so you sneak inside and you wrap these tights around his neck and you start to strangle him.
But he doesn't hear you enter. Shia LaBeouf, you're sneaking up behind him. Strangling superstar Shia LaBeouf.
He drops the axe and pulls out the same knife that he had before. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, I'm sorry.
I'm bursting in the door and I'm going to try to grapple him and get it out of his grip.
All right, roll act under pressure to wrestle for your life with Shia LaBeouf.
11.
Fighting for your life with Shia LaBeouf. Wrestling a knife for Shia LaBeouf.
What are you doing now?
Stab him in the kidney so fast.
Stab it in his kidney. Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
So here you are in the cabin, safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
What's next?
I don't remember, but I think he's not gone.
I remember something about jujitsu. I assume I have to do that part.
I don't remember the order. There's he faints and you are supposed to counter, but that's after you get the axe. He's going to have it. Oh, he's going to have the axe because he's not dead. We have to go and we're relieved and then he's there and there's an axe and jujitsu and somebody cuts his head off, I think.
Oh man, I super don't remember how this ends.
I don't remember the order. I don't remember exactly.
Okay, I feel like you guys go first because I feel like he gets the drop on me or something, right? As we're leaving. Does he get the drop? Do you think gets the drop on the person who's going to be in front or the person who's going to be in back?
It was only one person.
I know. We have to extrapolate from incomplete data.
Well, okay, well, if you have to do the jujitsu part, we should probably keep you safe until that. Isn't it later? Isn't it like at the end? Or is it next?
I mean, I think if we survive the next part, I think we survive. Hey, you know what? Only one way to find out.
Yep.
I think I'm going to turn and limp out the door.
What are you both doing?
Yeah, following behind. I'll just be like, man, I'm sure glad we're safe now.
I'll go last.
All right, so as you exit the cabin and start to walk through the woods again, you hear the music play.
You limp into the dark woods, blood oozing from your stump leg. You've beaten Shia LaBeouf.
Tass, as you take another step in this forest, Shia LaBeouf leaps out of seemingly nowhere.
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
With a gun in his hand and murder in his eyes.
Oh, I forgot about the gun.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try to grapple with him.
There's a weird pulse of magic, and you're all walking
In the
through the woods.
There's no one around and your phone is dead.
Damn it.
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
Run.
He's following you.
We run through the woods. We look for the car.
You're looking for your car, but you're all turned around. He's almost upon you now, and you can see there's blood on his face.
There's the blood.
My
Okay.
God, there's blood everywhere.
Creep through the underbrush. Look for the cabin. Tass, you go first.
You creep silently through the underbrush.
I'll step in the bear trap.
But your leg! Ah! It's caught in a bear trap!
I'll gnaw off my leg. All right, you have to limp to the cottage.
Get to the doorstep. Peek in the window.
Sitting inside, Shia LaBeouf, sharpening an axe. Shia LaBeouf, but he doesn't hear you enter.
I use the tights again, and I sneak in and I strangle him.
Strangling superstar Shia LaBeouf.
I'll leap in and start grappling with him for the knife. I'll get the knife and stab him in the kidney again.
Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
And he goes down.
So what did we do wrong last time?
The gun, I forgot the gun entirely. I think I just started fighting him too quickly.
What happens in between then? He comes out. He's got the gun in his hand, murder in his eyes, something.
Body slam?
Is that when the body slam is?
Question mark?
You can do jujitsu. Body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf. Is that right after the gun?
Maybe, I think so. Because then that talks about something about the epic fight.
Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf.
Legendary.
Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday night. That's what it was.
Yeah. And I don't know if there's much between that, but then it is that's when it's like the specifics of the fight. So he does something one way or the other, and I don't remember what, like, it's him parrying or feinting or something left or right. I don't remember which.
There's something, parry to the left, counter to the right, catch him in the neck, I think.
Yes.
Because left and neck are a rhyme.
Right. So he does the first one. You do the second one.
What's the very first line, though? Because if he parries to the left, that means that I did something for him to parry to the left.
Okay, right. The axe. Okay. The axe. At some point, you've gotten the axe.
But we don't bring the axe because the song didn't say anything about us leaving with the axe, right? Does it appear? Does he have it somehow?
Oh, shit. I don't remember.
It didn't reset when we left without the axe before.
Right.
So, okay, let's go out here. He'll jump us. I'll jujitsu him, and we'll see if it resets or not, and we'll see if an axe appears, because I don't remember the order after that. I don't remember what happens after body slam.
Oh, God. All right. Yeah, I'm down. That works.
Okay.
And body slam, I'm not 100% that body slam is the thing that follows the gun, so we'll
It may
find
not
out.
be. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, I'll go out the door and start walking into the woods again.
So as you walk out into the woods, Jake, out of nowhere, Shia LaBeouf appears,
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
and he leaps at you with a gun in his hand. What do?
I grab onto him and jujitsu him.
There's a strange ripple of magic,
Oh no.
and you're walking in the woods.
There's no one around and your phone is dead.
I start running immediately.
Yep.
Okay, body slam is not the next step.
Look for the car.
Where's the car? We've lost him. We continue into the woods. Tass goes first.
I step in the bear trap. I gnaw off my leg. I sneak to the cottage.
Get the tights ready. Sneak in and strangle him.
I wrestle for the knife. I get it from him, and I stab him in the kidney.
Safe at last from Shia LaBeouf.
And he is laying on the ground. What are you all doing?
All right, so fighting him first is not the way to go.
Okay. Yeah, right. So I think we have to wait a little longer, and this is awful, but we have to let the gun get to our head first, whoever's doing the body slam.
Is that it then? Gun to your head, but you can do jujitsu.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't remember anything else.
Fuck it. Let's go try it.
All right.
I go out first again.
As you walk out into the woods, out of nowhere, Shia LaBeouf appears
Wait, he isn't dead. Shy surprise.
and leaps at you with a gun. What are you doing?
I wait until he puts it to my head.
He gets onto your back and has the gun to your head.
There's a gun to your head and death in his eyes.
What are you doing?
I can do jujitsu. I body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf.
Roll kick some ass.
10.
But you
Yes.
can do jujitsu with body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf.
You body slam superstar Shia LaBeouf to the ground, and he gets up and faces off against you. What do you do?
What do I do?
The legendary fight! Give him a legendary fight, Jake!
Throw like a thunder kick at him or something flashy.
Legendary fight with Shia LaBeouf. Normal Tuesday night for Shia LaBeouf.
And then there's a weird magic pop, and there's an axe in your hand.
Go for the attack. Let him faint or whatever.
I swing the axe at him.
As you do, there again is this strange pop, and your leg is gone, and blood starts pouring from it.
Ah!
Tess, your leg is back.
What the hell?
And Shia is looking at you, and he's just kind of bouncing back and forth like he's waiting for something. What are you doing?
Can I know that something's supposed to happen next. And I know I'm supposed to swing or something, but I don't remember. Can I read him or his body language, what he's expecting to come next, what the phenomenon is kind of couching for?
Yeah, so roll investigate a mystery, and the phenomenon questions are on the table.
8.
You get a hold 1.
I guess what could fix it, cure it, or slow it down?
You can tell that what he's waiting for is to dodge a series of swipes from the axe. He is on the balls of his feet waiting to duck and dodge and weave for a moment.
Okay, I just start swinging the axe at him.
Try to swing an axe at Shia LaBeouf, but blood is draining fast from your stump leg.
And after about 4 swipes, he uses the gun and parries to the left and knocks the axe.
Yeah! I counter to the right and catch him in the neck.
Roll kick some ass.
13.
He's dodging every swipe. He parries to the left. You counter to the right. You catch him in the neck.
The axe catches him in the neck and he falls to the ground.
Yes!
What are you doing?
Chop off his head. Oh, sweet, beautiful, talented Shia LaBeouf. I'm sorry, Jake. Chop off his head.
I loved you in fury. I chop off his head.
As you start to bring the axe down to chop off his head, everything slows down and you hear the last of the music play.
You're chopping off his head now. You have just decapitated Shia LaBeouf.
His head topples to the floor, expressionless. You fall to your knees and catch your breath. You're finally safe from Shia LaBeouf.
And as the axe hits his neck, it turns foam. And the head grows enormous, made from folded paper. And you hear a voice inside coughing.
I run over and try to get this weird fake head off of him.
You pull this giant fake head off, and it is Neil, Lindsay's husband. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Who's this?
This is Neil. And I think I punch him.
Ow! I thought it was a pretty good head. Have you seen the video?
Did you use the genie again?
What?
The genie. Remember last time your house?
Yeah. No. We last Halloween was safe, so we thought we'd celebrate Halloween again. I set all this up. Isn't this cool? Shy surprise.
I punch him again.
Yeah.
Wow, what?
It all turned real again, and we just got done getting our legs literally having to chew them off. Why did it turn real again, Neil?
I don't know. Where's Jaina? And he turns. You see that the cabin in the distance is now their house, and he starts running towards it.
I'll follow him.
Yep.
Same.
He kicks the door in as he gets there, and in the living room, sitting on the couch, is Jaina, and draped over her lap is this shadowy form. You can see that she's crying.
Jaina,
Yeah,
what's going on?
I don't know what's wrong. He would sneak over and say hi. And I told him I wouldn't tell my parents, but he came this time and he said he wasn't feeling good, and then things started to happen. I think he's sick. And you can see that the shadowy figure laying on her is slowly dissolving and fluctuating.
Does that tell me anything? Like, does this seem like an identifiable condition?
Roll investigate a mystery.
6.
Can I help out with that roll at all? Like, have I read anything about this in all of the research I've been doing?
Yeah, why don't you roll help out?
9.
All right, so Jake, that gives you a +1.
All right, so 7. I guess what happened here?
As you're looking at the genie, you see that there are all these spots on it that are becoming loose and floating away, almost like it's flaking. But you can see it most heavily concentrated where its bands used to be. And you think the thing that happened here is that there's never really been an opportunity to study something like this, but you're not sure genies can survive without their lamp, that it's simply starting to not be anymore. And these are its last throes of the magic coming out of its system.
What happened to its lamp?
It's in my room.
I'll pop up to her room and grab the lamp and pop back down here.
She holds her hand out and puts it on the genie's head. And you can see that it glows a little bit and her eyes glow a little bit. He said that he will go in the lamp, but he wants to stay with me.
Didn't you guys say this has happened a couple of times already?
Well, this makes 2.
Well, 3, but it wasn't under Jaina's control the first time.
Just the rest of the times.
Yeah.
And with your hand outstretched, it actually starts to siphon back inside of the lamp.
Then I'll wait.
You see this inky form fully slither inside of the lamp, and it pulses twice. And Jaina holds her hand out for it.
I hand her the lamp because, like, as soon as she reaches for it, I hand it to her because I don't want it to seem to this kid like I don't trust her or think that she's irresponsible or anything. But after I hand it to her, I want to say, like, Jaina, this is a very big responsibility. You need to be very careful with him. I'm glad that you're here to take care of him, and I'm glad that he's going to be comfortable with you, but you know what he can do. Like, he's very strong, so just be cautious, okay?
And she nods, and as she does, the lamp gives a very dull pulse, and you can see it reflected in her eyes. He said that he lost a lot. I don't think he can do much anymore, but he said thank you, and that he thinks he might have one thing in him, maybe not big, probably something small. So if you need something from him, to ask me and I'll let him know.
Well, that's very, very kind of him. Neil, sorry to do this, but no more Halloween. You all can hand out candy at the door, but no decorations.
No costumes.
No haunted houses. If your kids want to dress up, they're going as, a consumer or or a child in whatever age group they're in. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Thanks, bub.
Yeah.
Jaina, you're pretty awesome. You know that?
Yeah.
Cool.
And she smiles and she turns and looks at you, Megan. I like your hair. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, Megan. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jaina.
Did you like my dad's haunted house?
It was very spooky.
And carrying the lamp, she goes over to a laptop on the counter and hits the space bar, and a song starts to play.
You're walking in the woods.
I am out the door.
There's no
plugging
one
my
around.
ears.
Oh, boy.
La 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 la.
Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him.
All right, so now it's time for end of session experience.
Oh my God.
Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we did.
All right. And did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Anybody that wandered into this would have died, almost certainly.
It was expanding as well, so it's not like eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. It was definitely expanding, so it would have caught some people and they would have died.
And we helped save a genie.
And we saved a genie. Nice. Good call.
Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yeah, I think very specifically about that genie. Like, that's a whole new thing I would never have guessed is true.
And did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
I learned that I at least had the mettle to take the first bite out of my own leg.
Horrific.
It is fucking you did this. You put us here.
Yeah, you know what? You did learn something about yourself. You didn't know that's how that was going to work. You didn't know it was going to magically pop away when you bit it.
Nope.
All right, so instead of 2 points of experience for 3 questions, everyone gets 2 points of experience for 4 questions. Does anybody level up from that?
No.
Nope.
I'm over halfway there again already.
Same.
And before we get back into the main story, we just want to give one more big thank you to Rob Cantor for allowing us to use his song and his music. It was super exciting to do this. The mystery was much different now than what it was before, because basically it changed from a monster mystery into a phenomenon mystery. So again, thank you, Rob Cantor. If you're a fan of the song, you can find all of his different music on Bandcamp. So thank you again to him for allowing us to use this.
The Critshow is a Critshow Studios production, edited and produced by Brandon Wentz with music by Jake Purley. You can find more information about us at thecritshowpodcast.com. To keep up to date with upcoming live shows, contests, and other special events, follow us at The Crit Show on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For even more weekly content, join us at patreon.com/thecritShow.